Just keep going, man. I looked in the mirror today and I don't look how I used to look. You can see that I've aged. There's some imperfections, there's some damage. I don't look how I used to look in my youth. And, some days that's discouraging, but I take it as feedback from the universe. I wasn't taking care of myself like I should have. And I didn't know back then, the foods that I was supposed to eat. I didn't know back then that a lot of the stuff online I was seeing was just propaganda. I fell for a lot of the eating disorders that are promoted on the internet. And no one really knows what we're supposed to be eating. Like, proper nutrition is not promoted in today's society, which is a shame, because what we eat matters a lot more than people realize. And, when I was younger, I wasn't as concerned with taking care of myself. I would overtrain. I wouldn't sleep enough. Now I sleep like a hibernating animal. I just didn't prioritize my health. I was chasing things. I was chasing girls. I was chasing money. And, girls and money are great, but you don't have to spend your whole life chasing that, And sometimes when you chase those things too much, it actually pushes them away more. Sometimes you need to take a break, And the thing is, life is not a sprint. Life is a marathon. You can spend every second chasing the finish, but the only finish there is to life is death. And I'm not trying to die, so there is no finish. So you could spend your whole life chasing something, or you can just be in the present moment. It may not be perfect. You might have imperfections in the mirror because of mistakes you've made. People call it aging, but I know that I'm not supposed to look the way I do. I know that a lot of the damage, and I have legitimate health issues. People say I look muscular, but that's just genetic. But I actually do have a lot of severe health issues, and one of the ways that reflects is in my teeth. I'm actually missing teeth. So that's what I do is I look in the mirror, I smile, and I see that I'm missing teeth. And they say you can remineralize your teeth, so I'm trying to eat healthier. All of last year, I was eating junk food almost every day, which was really self-destructive. I was in a really dark depression. And I'm trying to crawl out of it. And that's the thing is, it's easy to just give up because everyone's doing it. That's what I did last year. I just gave up. I was eating pizza almost every day. I was drinking alcohol almost every single day. I was eating junk food almost every single day. I essentially just gave up. But what I've realized is you can't give up because it can always get worse. You might think, oh, I'm at rock bottom. No, you're not. Yeah, sure, I'm missing 2 teeth, but if I eat junk food for long enough, I might lose more teeth. That's what I realized is, you can't give up because it can only get worse if you give up. But if you don't give up and you hold on to hope, things might get better. There's no guarantee that they will, but you have to keep fighting while you're still here on Earth because things can always get worse. So even if you're fighting to just maintain what you have now, that's still worth something. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Society will trick you to think if you're not making immense progress, then your efforts are worthless. But that's just not true. Because these people that are making so-called progress, they're actually not oftentimes. Yeah, someone might become a millionaire or a billionaire. And so you might think, oh, my business hasn't grown in 10 years, so I'm a failure. But that billionaire or millionaire might have severe health issues. They might be losing teeth. They might have Crohn's disease. They might have cancer. They might have diabetes. So yeah, their business might have grown, but they didn't make any true life progress because maybe the extra hours that they worked to grow their business, they were sacrificing their health. Maybe your business hasn't grown in 10 years, but maybe you love what you do for your business. Maybe you're working a healthy amount so you're able to take care of your body and your health has actually gotten better over time. So maybe you've maintained your health and your business. And maybe that is amazing and that made your efforts worth it. Because if you weren't putting in effort, your business could have fallen apart. If you weren't putting in effort, your health could have fallen apart. If you just ate whatever, you could have gotten cancer and died. You see what I'm saying? There's even young people that are getting cancer at 10, 20. So society will tell you, oh, if you're not making mounds of progress every year, you're a failure. That's not necessarily true. Now, it is good to make progress, don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is things can always get worse, so never give up. Because when you give up, things can get a lot worse. You might think, oh, I'm already in bad health. Why should I try to eat healthy? Your health could get a lot worse, or it could get better. It's all up to you. Your health can get better too. You know, I just started really locking into what I'm eating over the past 30 days or so. And so who knows, if I stay consistent over the next year, what could happen? Things might change for the better. I might actually get a lot healthier. My teeth might get better. The doctor said my teeth are the way they are because I was malnourished in childhood. And so my teeth didn't get the correct minerals they needed to develop. And so if I eat healthy over the years, who knows, they might actually get better. So things can always get better. And that's why you can never give up, no matter how bad things are, because there's always steps you can take to make things better for yourself. And you have to take those steps, no matter how insignificant they seem, it adds up over time. You might think, oh, what's eating healthy for one day gonna do? Okay, but that one day turns into 1 month, that 1 month turns into half a year turns into a year turns into a decade. And that decade of eating healthy could be the difference between if you live or die. So it all adds up over time. So don't think your efforts are ever worthless. It's always worth it. No matter how insignificant it seems, the small steps add up over time. So take those steps and have faith that as you take those steps, things will get better. And just keep taking it one step at a time, but appreciate the journey as well. Don't get caught up in rushing for an outcome. Because people spend their whole life rushing for an outcome and no one ever takes time to appreciate the present moment. So take the steps for a better life, but don't get caught up rushing for an outcome. Make sure you appreciate the journey. Make sure you appreciate the present moment at all times. The now. Make sure you live in the now. A lot of people, they live in the past. A lot of people, they live in the future. It's okay to live in those places sometimes. Sometimes you need to go in the past to learn from your mistakes. Sometimes you need to think into the future to plan. But try to spend as much time in the present as you can, because that is where the true joy and fun is. This video could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to check in with you guys and make a video and shoot the shit. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on this page. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. And until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.